Hello, outdoorsnists. It is day 2 of the death row. No, day 3. I don't know what day I'm on. I only got 4 hours of sleep. As I said maybe in an earlier clip, hardly any sleep. But a meat stick and some coffee has perked me right up. We are now in Virginia. And interestingly enough, this is as far south as I've ever been. I've never been in the land of Virginia before today. So yeah, the plan is to head towards Fort Sumter, get a hotel, and then figure out what we want to do from there. Oh yeah, found everything. Do you? All right, we've just entered North Carolina. I've never been to North Carolina before. You never been, have you?
What's that?
Ever been to North Carolina?
Hmm?
You ever been to North Carolina?
No.
No, neither of us.
I haven't been this far south.
No, we have never been this far south. Right, big deal. Anyway, we're gonna do the restroom thing and then maybe get a snack. Well, we have snacks. We'll eat our snacks and then we're gonna figure out where our hotel's gonna be in another 5 hours. So that's the plan. Stupid thing, but like I got out and there was a dime on the ground. Heads up, right? And it's funny because the last rest stop I got out and there was a penny on the ground. Heads up. So yeah, if we stop next to it as a quarter there, it means we're haunted, and I should probably worry. But anyway, stupid. All right, we've booked the Starlight Motor Inn in North Charleston, South Carolina. I think it's like 5 hours away, but it's a little past noon. Gonna turn 1 o'clock shortly, so we'll make it with some daylight left. Maybe check out some of Charleston. Maybe we'll go to Fort Sumter tomorrow. I don't know. Not sure what we're doing. It's a nice welcome center. Check it out. The staff here are very friendly. They let me, I think they'll let you do that anywhere, but they're very nice about it. She offered to watch it for me. So, again, maybe they do that everywhere, but it's a nice place, clean. I like the welcome center. Yeah, so my plan to basically stick to free dispersed camping websites, camping sites has not been going well so far. We've booked 1 campground and 1 hotel. And I think when we set out, we said to ourselves, we're probably not going to do a lot of outdoor camping down in Florida itself. So maybe on the way back, when we've got a better idea how much time we have and where we're going, we'll try for something like that. But man, after last night, Jesus, neither one of us slept very well. You didn't sleep at all, did you? Barely?
No, barely.
You barely slept. I barely slept. I was actually a little concerned setting out on the road this morning. It's not in good shape. But between
I was sure Bigfoot was walking around my truck.
Yeah, I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to stop and nap for like 4 hours, but that didn't happen. Now I'm just waiting for the phone to charge. So. Anyway, yeah, till the it's the new Dixie Mart, not the old Dixie Mart. The old Dixie Mart is shit. Anyway, yeah, we stopped for gas. Filming a road trip again is not as fascinating as I thought it would be. It's a lot of driving. Duh. Anyway, like I was saying, we got our destination for the night secured, so we're headed there. Should be there in another 4.5, 5 hours, something like that. And that should leave us with enough daylight to maybe check out some of Charleston, but I don't know. I don't think I've ever even looked at Charleston on a map, much less been there to know what it's like or whether we can walk around from where we're going to stay. So, anyway, yeah, here's some more driving. Alright, outdoorsness, we made it to Charleston, South Carolina. And it occurs to me I may have been mixing up some of my Carolinas throughout this video, so laugh and mock me at your leisure. Yeah, never been this far south. This is fun. It's not as hot as I thought it would be. I think since the last update we drove quite a ways. I had to stop and get something to eat. I ate like a honey bun and like a Red Bull or something. I was falling asleep. Like I thought I was going to have to take a nap, but I just ate something and I was good to go. So, but anyway, it's interesting country down here. Like the plants are all different from the Northeast, obviously. I don't know what the hell that is. A palm tree? Maybe, I don't know. these other things here. I mean, these are all planters outside a hotel. So what is it called? The Starlight Motor Inn, Motor Lodge, something like that. I don't know. It was pretty affordable, easy to find. Parking wasn't bad. Of course, it's a Monday. And then the people who work here are pretty helpful with everything so far. So it's been good. We've ordered basically barbecue. So we're gonna have it delivered because we don't feel like driving anymore today. Good Lord. So yeah, all kinds of fun stuff on the road. Lots of billboards, which I'm not used to looking at. Half the billboards are all some kind of like a religious thing, like you name it, it was on there. But yeah, it ran the gamut from church billboards to I think we saw one for some kind of adult toy store. So quite a spectrum in the billboard advertisement scene, it seems. So anyway, we're tired of driving, and I don't know Charleston well enough to know where you can walk around and where you shouldn't. So we're probably going to hang out here for the rest of the night, and then the plan is, while I'm doing that, I'm going to plan what we're going to do tomorrow as far as going to Florida goes. It's like 8 hours from here to Miami. So we're thinking, figure out where we want to sleep near Miami. I don't really have any particular love for Miami itself, but I just want to get as far south as I could. So we'll figure that out tomorrow, and hopefully our luck will hold out. I haven't had any major problems. Had some annoyance with the credit card company, but that's been sorted out to the best it's going to get. So, all right, outdoorsinists, it's the next day of our travels. We're going to leave Charleston, and we're going to go to Miami, Florida, straight to Miami. We booked a Motel 6 or a Hotel 6 or whatever one it is down there. So we're going to get into that place probably a little late. Spend the night there, and then from there we're either going to go check out Miami Beach if we can, or see the Everglades. We're not sure yet. We're leaning towards the Everglades because both of us want to see the Everglades. Only one of us wants to see Miami Beach, and the one that wants to see Miami Beach can take it or leave it. So anyway, spent a pretty good night in the hotel room. We're doing a lot more hotel stays than I thought. I thought we'd be camping a lot of this, but I guess someone budgeted for hotels, so I'm not going to say no to it. Also, camping down in Florida sounds like it sucks, quite honestly. Anyway, what else was I going to say? Yeah, wish we could see more of Charleston, but maybe we will on the way back. We're thinking on the way back maybe we just stay here again, because this is a pretty good hotel, pretty safe, and no problems. So further north we get, maybe we'll do another camp, but I don't know. Anyway, we were wondering what the hell these trees are here. These thin ones. If they're even trees, I don't know. Maybe they're bamboo. They feel like bamboo. Anyway. Alright, we're just about packed up. I'm going to give the room another once over, and then we're going to head. So. Alright, day 3, 2, whatever, I don't know. Alright, I'm going to try to do more road shots, but obviously I got to focus on the road. But I thought this was cool, whatever it is. Marshland, flatland. Somebody picking berries and fishing. Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't know where we are exactly. I think we're still in South Carolina, but maybe not. How long have you been on the road? Half an hour, maybe? Oh, yeah, more than an hour. Yeah, I'm not completely sure what state we're in right now. One of the Carolina. Anyway, I thought this was cool. It's like another night fishing. Probably some very famous river we should know from our geography. Alright.
I think it was just a marsh.
So that's the rest station. I should probably pay attention to what I'm doing when I pull in. Alright, I accidentally drove through the truckway station, which took us around and out of the visitor center. We'll just stop at the next rest station or whatever. So anyway, it serves me right for screwing this camera and not paying attention. So alright, so we're actually in a rest area. I wonder if they have gas. Plus car parking. Yeah, you give a shit where we park, I don't. Overnight parking prohibited where we're not. Right here, good. Alright, we're finally gonna go step foot on Georgia soil. Won't that be fun?
You want to take stuff out of the back? You want to leave it in there?
I'll take it out. I'll take care of it. You go. Take care, whatever.
Ooh, it's what? Oh yeah, I'll leave it in there.
Alright, I'm gonna secure our ride here. Meet him over there. Alright, we're in Georgia. We made it. Boy, is it hot. I don't know how hot. Not bad. Alright, it's only 86 degrees, but with all the pavement it feels a lot warmer. So I'm going to leave my phone here because it's got a pretty good charge on it. And then I'm going to open the back window maybe. Keep this from heating up too much. Alright, we're going to go use the facilities. I ain't too worried about anything here. Anyway. Yeah, we missed the welcome center into Georgia because I accidentally went down the way station and it didn't let you loop back in. Alright, time to look around here and see what we got. Alright, this might be all we really stop and see in Georgia today. I don't know. What did you say those trees were?
I forgot already.
Spanish oak? Forgot already?
Spanish oak.
Not those. Those are palm trees.
Those are palm.
Those are palm trees. There's some other kind of tree.
Those things that had freaking malls that should come down in Spanish oak.
Spanish oak. Okay. We're learning about all the wildlife, piece by piece. We figure this is where they grow the telephone poles because the trees are all straight. But they don't like you wearing pets around here. Not a bad rest area, but I think I like the one in Carolina better. Alright, we got about 6.5 more hours on the road forward, get to where we're going. Like I said, I don't know if we'll have much to stop in Georgia. At some point we're going to want lunch, and I've been thinking we should probably try to get some of the local food in us, but we also don't want to be stopping too often for things. So. Anyway, back on the road. We made it to Florida. Do we want to stop at the Welcome Center?
It's up to you.
We're probably going to stop at the Florida Welcome Center just because we can. So I'm going to redeem myself from the Georgia Welcome Center. Anyway, Florida already looks like goddamn Florida with palm trees everywhere. I don't know if they don't allow palm trees to be planted anywhere up in Georgia. Alright, it's official now. We're in Florida. I mean, it was official a couple miles ago, but now it's really official because I can see a sign that says Florida. We're going to walk around, do some tourist crap. Frankly, I thought we'd be in Georgia for a lot longer than we were, so maybe we did have time to stop. Oh well, no problem. Yeah, we're going to basically just walk around the Welcome Center for a bit, stretch our legs. You see other states, this is how it's done. Florida makes a little thing for you, and it says a little, Florida welcomes you. I like it. I like this rest stop is very Florida. Like, palm trees are everywhere. Like I said, the second we crossed the border, we started seeing these. And it's funny, because I know plants don't give a crap about borders, but maybe they were planted here. They're probably, I don't know the first thing about it, but anyway, yeah. I mean, it is just a rest stop. I can't make too much of it, but so far I'm thinking it's cool. Looking for like bugs. I've been told I don't think I've ever actually like stopped and examined a palm tree for very long. Alright, we got ourselves some more Florida orange juice.
No vodka.
No vodka in their orange juice. It doesn't come with it. You gotta add your own. Tastes like orange juice, pretty good. Our other option is grape juice. But who the hell goes to Florida and gets grape juice? Jesus. How would you do that? It's Florida State. Is it Florida? It must be. No, it's July. I think it's August by now. I forgot what day it was. Did we get the maps? Ooh, a thing on alligator. I'm looking forward to seeing an alligator. That's kind of my other goal today. Is not today, but at some point before I leave Florida, we're gonna see a damn alligator one way or another. Hopefully, eat one. You know, not the one we see.
Not eaten either.
Well, we gotta go to like a place that sells alligator meat. Yeah, I have a couple bucket list items in Florida. One is eat an alligator, not the whole thing, and then either see the beach or the Everglades. But I'm thinking we're leaning towards Everglades just because Miami Beach sounds like difficult to get to, according to the welcome person here. So. All right, we should probably get going. I think we've messed around here long enough. And there's more Florida to see. Yeah, that's cool. It's a dolphin, but it's orange is pattern. Bennington, Vermont, where I live, had that had something like that. If they had statues similar to that make type, except one year, I think it was catamounts they did, and then one year they did moose 2 years. They had all the local artists decorate moose in different ways, and then they auctioned them off later to benefit something. I can't remember what, but when I first moved down there, it was like just statues of people, which was kind of annoying because if you weren't from there and didn't know like I was, you would almost confuse them for real people for a split second. There was one there where somebody hanging off a stop sign, but it wasn't a real stop sign, but people kept stopping at it, so they had to move it. And I think when I went down there to do a job interview when I first moved down there, I almost walked up to a statue of a woman and asked it for directions until I realized it was a statue. But anyway, that was a cool thing. So, alright, we're gonna get back on the road.
Alright, we're driven through and are driving through probably some of the heaviest rain I've ever driven through. Probably the worst it ever was for me before this was somewhere in Pennsylvania. I was coming back from some kind of convention. That was, yeah, but it was pretty short. This has been for like the past, what, hour?
Yep.
Yeah. It's just straight, yeah. I guess this is a Miami thunderstorm. We're still 100 miles away from Miami, but I'm going to call it a Miami thunderstorm anyway. This has slowed us down a bit, but it's not bad. Everybody else slowed down too. So far, still alive.
This is another tropical storm that we're in. This is getting a little ridiculous. You cannot even read the signs on the side of the road. This is very interesting. Probably one of the worst rainstorms I have ever been in. And it's starting to clear up, I hope. And we are coming to Palm Bay. driving by my pilot.
Was it raining? I didn't know.
Yeah, right.
Alright, outdoorsness. We made it to Miami. Safe and sound. Checked into the Hotel 6. Got some food in us. I did want to show you something cool that's outdoorsy.
Sir. Sir. Anoles, I think. These are anoles anyway. See, this is what I came down here for, was to see weird little creatures you don't see in the Northeast Kingdom, really. Alright, we're gonna get dinner and harass the lizards later. So.
Tomorrow we're going to go try and check out the Everglades because we decided that's probably going to be more fun than the beach. I got nothing against the beach, but it might be hard to get to it. And the last time I tried to film outside here, it was so damn muggy the camera fogged up, so that's probably going to happen again. So we're going to try to go to the Everglades tomorrow. We think we're going to like try to spend a day down here in Florida, but then we got to start headed north because he's going to get back by, he wants to get back to Vermont by Saturday. Means to do that comfortably, we can't spend too much more time down here. Maybe we got maybe a day, which is fine. And then maybe later on I'll explain my thought process to while we're driving down to Florida for no apparent reason. So yeah, it was a long day on the road. So like 9 hours, something like that. Got a little slowed down by the rainstorms. But anyway, I might go outside and film something else. I don't know yet, but we'll see. So, but until then,